How the body deals with loads. All right, we're 2 months deep into the new year and you're somewhere along your new fitness journey. If you've been serious about your training, you've probably experienced a couple of things. Number 1, the pump. Number 2, the soreness. And number 3, the sheer intensity of weighted workouts. But really, how does the body even manage to deal with such heavy loads? Well, let's dig into that question. The truth is that the human body is equipped with various components to endure different loads. For one, we have slow twitch muscle fibers. These are basically the weakest muscle fiber that get recruited during low-intensity activities. Think of them as the body's components used to get through less strenuous, prolonged sessions. Those activities include but are not limited to jogging, skipping, swimming, hiking, and cycling. Now imagine you're jogging in the woods and suddenly some wild animal starts chasing you. This is when the brain thinks, okay, time to sprint. Because sprints are a high-intensity activity, the body needs to use different components. Those are namely the fast-twitch muscle fibers. The fast-twitch muscle fibers are the strong muscle fibers capable of significant force output. The body recruits these muscle fibers to endure short-burst, high-intensity activities. Such activities include but are not limited to sprints, weightlifting, and body weight exercises. Basically, any activity that requires short bursts of power engages the fast-twitch fibers. Now, one thing to note is that muscle fiber recruitment is how the body deals with loads. That is, however, up until one point. At around 85% of your maximum strength capabilities, nearly 100% of your fibers are recruited. To go from 85 to 100% of your max strength, the body ramps up the nervous system. This means that at one point, the body increases output by increasing the signals to the muscles. But really, the central nervous system and the muscle fibers are just two parts of the story. Think of them as the internal components of an engine. And we all know that every engine needs fuel to run properly, right? Well, for the body, there are different types of fuel. Basically, the body needs adenosine triphosphate, shortly ATP, to fuel any activity. But because ATP stores are relatively limited, they run out quickly during workouts. This is why the body resorts to alternative fuel sources to restore ATP. Long story short, our bodies have 3 additional sources of energy. Those are namely creatine, muscle and liver glycogen, and fats. Creatine and muscle glycogen are used during high-intensity activities. And on the other hand, liver glycogen and fats are used during moderately low-intensity ones. One interesting thing is that fats primarily fuel low-intensity activities like walking. So there you have it. Our bodies use different types of fibers, nerve signals, and fuel sources to deal with various loads. Simply put, high-intensity activities utilize fast-twitch muscle fibers, creatine, and muscle glycogen. And on the other hand, low-intensity activities utilize slow-twitch muscle fibers, liver glycogen, and fats. What an interesting biological machine the human body is.